Hey, hello, I'm Alan R. This is Motor Matters, your channel that you expect to bring you the newest, the latest, the greatest, the best. Well, here's the newest and the latest, because it hasn't even been officially launched yet. And I'm going to boast, Motor Matters has got the first test of this car in South Africa for a full test. So there you go, big coup and scoop for us. The Beijing X55. You saw a video on it the other day where I went on the media preview drive and we got a bit of time and a bit of experience with it. But now we got it for a full test. And let's just take a look at some of the features. The interesting treatment at the front end over here. I actually thought this was an electric car when I first saw it because it doesn't have a traditional grille of any sort. Very, very unusual treatment over here. And I think it's ready for both hybrid or electric versions to come along very, very soon. And I think that's what's going to happen. I know they do have those available. So let's see what happens over here. Take a look at these very interesting shaped daytime running lights. You've got LED headlights. All features like this over here. You come around to these nice black mag wheels, 19 inches on this model, because what they're going to be doing for South Africa is bring it out in 3 spec levels, levels 1, 2 and 3. And this is level 3. So it goes to the 19-inch wheels. The engine stays the same across the range. The gearbox stays the same. It's the spec that differs. And on level 3, believe me, you are getting spec like you can't believe. Just for example, and it locks as I approach it, of course, which it should unlock, but let's just pop it open and look at these door handles that come out like that. You open the door like that. Level 3 gives you 2-tone leather seats, for example, the red and black, electric adjustment for both driver and front passenger. They even have heating and cooling on the front seats. So you're getting a lot of those sort of features. We'll look at the interior just now, but I just wanted to show you that. Something else I want to show you is just come around here and have a look at the rear seat. And I'm going to jump in quickly in front of the camera. And you look over here. First of all, look at this legroom. It's massive. Headroom, plenty with my hat on. No problem whatsoever. And you've got this gigantic panoramic roof that stretches all the way across over here. You've got aircon vents for the rear seat. You've got a USB for the rear seat. So those are features you want to see in what should be a family SUV. Just also the shape of those front seats. You see the bucketing. They really are sport seats. They hold you beautifully. They do a great job of it. You come around to the rear now, and you'll see you've got LED lighting at the back as well, swinging into the rear hatch as well, into the tailgate over here, and across this black panel over there. The split aerofoil, as they call it, on top here, just to show you exactly over there as well. And you pop open the boot, have a look there, and you've got lots and lots of space in the boot over here. I'm not sure of the exact literage, but it is big, and you've got another 12-volt outlet over there as well. So all these things are very standard. You've got another layer over here below there, and you've got a space saver spare wheel underneath. Not my favorite, but at least it is a spare wheel and not just a run flat or something crazy like that. Press the button, there you go, the tailgate closes. And you come down here and you have a look at this diffuser effect you got down at the bottom over here as well, just to give a real good look to the vehicle. It all looks very, very smart and very sporty. The engine across the range, 1.5 litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine, 130 kilowatts, 305 Newton meters of torque. So it's really got a lot going for it. A lot of power, a lot of torque, and it's got a standard 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox. We'll check it on the road. Let's have a look inside. Out on the open road, the first thing that really surprises me on this X55 is just how smooth it is. Really comfortable not soft ride, because the handling is actually pretty impressive along the way. And again, at that preview video, you saw us doing a emergency lane change exercise, which was done with the absolute greatest of ease. But it is a light, easy car to drive. It feels plush, it feels comfortable, and you've got your multi-modes if you really do want. I can press there and let's go to sport mode quickly, and you hear the sound effect. The instrumentation goes a bit red, and hopefully you can hear the acceleration as I just kick it slightly. It downshifted from 7th to 6th, and I think you get the feeling and the impression. But it's not really, although it's got the power and it's got the performance, to me, jumping in behind the wheel, you can see you've got the full digital instrumentation in front of me. You can scroll through it. I'll be honest with you, I haven't even had a chance to pick up everything on this car. There is just so much. It's absolutely unbelievable. You've got your multifunction steering wheel over here, which gives you all the different controls you want. And over here, that's a shortcut button to certain of the functions as well that you can use over here. But here you go onto the screen, and unfortunately it's not showing that easily where we're sitting right now, but you can see over here the big screen you've got over here, and all the functions you can operate from within the screen. Just for example, and you press the button over there and you can change your temperatures, you can change the fan speed, you can adjust your angle, you've got heating and cooling for the seats, you can open and close the tailgate even from over here. You can do all these functions just from over here. It's actually incredible. I would spend all day showing you all the different functions. There you go, driving mode, comfort, eco, sport, and smart. The smart obviously being the one that picks up your driving style and will give you the best general usage for your driving style. You've got hill descent control even on this car, which is pretty interesting. You can change everything you want. Vehicle sound, you've got all these different ones. It would take me all day to show you everything you can do on this car right here from the screen. You've got your very nice aircon vents over here, and then you've got this jet plane center console, a 2-level. It's a very interesting one with a USB up front over there that you may or may not be able to see right now. Really nice spots for your phone, both here and there. The aircraft type gear shift, where there's an unlock button on the right hand side over here, obviously for you to shift. And if you shift into reverse, you'll see, of course, your camera comes on. You've got the overhead view and you've got the view rear with obviously the guidelines, things like that. A very interesting feature of this car is you have an electronic parking brake, which will not release if the driver's seatbelt is not done up. So there you go. Interesting one as well. I find that, and I think it's a nice safety feature. Press park, of course, and the camera will go off, things like that. So you've got all those features over there that really work. You've got red trim in various places. I can't show you now, you may not see it. You've got ambient lighting in the doors, which you can set different colors. You can go into those menus I showed you just now. You've got so many different colors available, so many different features, etc., etc. I showed you the massive panoramic roof just now. Well, it's even got a feature where if you park the car and it starts raining and you've left the roof open or any of the windows, it has sensors built in. It'll close the roof and the windows if it starts raining. It also has a setting where you can set, if you want, that if you exceed 120 kilometers an hour with the roof open, it'll close the roof to stop the buffeting and the noise and everything else and the discomfort that you get from a sunroof being open. So it has so many features that I would spend months explaining all of them to you. I'm not going to do that right now. One unusual factor or feature is your hazard flasher button. Believe it or not, is up there, not down on the center fascia like you would expect on most other cars. But you know what? You drive the car for a few days, you'd be used to it, you'd know it. I don't think it would make any difference whatsoever. So, summing it up, this Beijing X55. C-segment SUV, lots of space. Performance, 130 kilowatts, 305 Newton meters. And the price. They said at the preview you'd be looking at 400 to 460,000 Rand. A little birdie whispered to me it could be even marginally cheaper than that. But let's wait and see, because the official launch is middle of November. Not long to go. But let me tell you, check this one out for yourself. If you're in the market for an SUV like this, medium family SUV, go and drive one. Go and experience one for yourself, and then make your